Oh, John,
I
an
knew it.
aurora, an aurora borealis.
What was it? You really did come up a better name. I'm hope if I write to Brooks, can he republish that
You can
issue
recall those.
with what was yours called? Heavenly
No, I
Curtain?
think it was the curtains of heaven.
Yes. Man, instead of what was mine?
Aurora borealis. That is
No,
on
the
bore.
rhythm of the aurora.
Borealis.
The rhythm of the aurora. But yours, Heavenly Curtains, man, I that would have been pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So we've tiptoed around camera clubs. I know we've spoken about them before. So here's what we're going to do a little differently. Again, we want to hear from you. Why camera clubs? What is it that you gain out of a camera club? Maybe your club's different than another club, and we'd love to hear that. So if your
That
club
that's
is,
a good that's a good point. Now, I have heard from people that there is a huge wide range of differences in camera clubs. I've
yeah,
heard ones that are focused only on the creative, and I've heard others where it's all about the judging and
yep,
competitions. So there is a wide range, but I would like to hear if you've got a good camera club and why. But we speak to a lot of camera clubs, you and I,
yes,
and we see the clubs that the emphasis is on the rules,
yep,
pleasing the judge, winning the ribbon, conforming to what the judge believes is a good photograph. In fact, Laura, who we spoke about last week,
yeah,
had some comments about that her frustrations. I've
yeah.
heard others tell me they've stopped competing. They like the camaraderie, they like the outings, but they don't like the competitions and focus on winning. What
Yeah,
have you?
and we've heard from others who have tried to help move the needle a
Mm,
little more
mm,
towards the creative, the expressionistic type photography, and sometimes they run up against a wall, or
yeah.
sometimes, and I think you and I have had some impact on this. I think we should take a little credit. We've seen some shifting that they've said, huh, that's a good idea. I've actually had groups come back to me and say they no longer call it critique sessions, that they now call it a celebration session. So I'm happy to hear that. I've even David Kingham, who has the great Nature Photography Network. If you're not part of that, by the way, there's a plug for David. What a great job he's doing with NPN, Nature Photography Network. As a fee to join, it's worth every penny. There's so much content and everything. But he wrote to us after listening to us one time and talked about how their critique, they kind of had a critique section of that website, and they've changed the concept a little bit there based on some of the discussions that we've had here too. But with that, like we've sort of grown about critiques, and we did a show of, whatever, 4 or 5 ago, where we did talk about value of critiques. Now we're talking about value of clubs, and we'd like to again comments below about, what's happening in your clubs out there. Are clubs, you know, morphing to be different? Are you having an impact in your club? Are you helping them to see that not only is there a need for technical, but there is a need for expressive photography, that there might be a group that wants to do more expressive photography? And are you able to, have an impact on that? And would you like us to come and give a lecture? Well, that's a shameless plug. So,
I was thinking of David's, but I back to David real quick. What I love about his Nature Photographers Network, I think
yep,
it's called
yep.
NPN, is the Ask Me Anything. I think those are fun because people then get to, a photographer they love and ask them questions.
A lot of fun. You've done that, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did it too, didn't you?
They haven't invited me. I'm not cool enough to do
Well,
it.
I've got a question for you when you do it.
Oh, good. Yeah. Who's your favorite photographer?
No, no. Why are you a photographer? Why are
No,
you
Tony Sweet.
pursuing photography?
Tony's doing one today, but of course
Oh
it's not
yeah,
it's not going to be today because this is going to air much later. But
yeah. But he's doing one. Yeah,
yeah,
but
he
it's
is.
fun to, can you imagine if we had the opportunity to talk to Ansel Adams or
Oh,
Edward Wilson and ask him a question?
that would be fabulous.
Yeah, if Ansel Adams was available, and I would ask him this on that Moonrise Hernandez, what was your f-stop? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did
All
you
right, hey.
focus back on that? Okay.
Did you focus stack? That would be the first thing on your mind, really. I don't think so. Hey, so seriously, comments below. Let's hear from the masses on this one. We appreciate it. We want to learn and grow with you.